What's up, everybody? I realized this just the other day that I never made any sort of like intro video, tell you guys about myself. So, because I know a lot of people don't know much about me. Just some people on Twitter know about me, and then even then they don't know a super lot about me. So, um, this is a video I should have done first, but I guess I'm doing it now. So, but anyway, with that being said, I just gonna give you guys some background info on me so you guys can know about me and what I'm doing now, what I'm working on, and stuff I'm doing. So basically, I didn't really watch or play really any sports growing up. I just played with my friends and stuff like that and outside, and we played some games here and there. I played football like in the park and whatnot, but nothing organized. So, but anyway, once I went to high school, I decided to go into the football team, and I thought, well, I should probably start watching football too. Um, this is probably actually just before high school, probably like end of eighth grade. So anyway, so I decided. So I'm from California. I'm born and raised, and at that time, mid '90s, yeah. The Niners were pretty popular, and so I kind of like the Niners, and so I decided to watch some Niners games. And something with it just, I don't know, I can't explain it. It just didn't really connect with me. I was just like, yeah, Niners aren't really for me. I don't know why. I couldn't like again. I couldn't really explain it, but um, it just wasn't my thing. And so I'd heard about the Packers, and I decided, I'll check them out. So I watched one of the games, and it was exciting. It drew me in. I was like, wow, I really like how these guys play. It was, how Favre played, and we all know how Favre used to play. So that was one of the things that drew me in. So I became a Packers fan. Um, so I, played football in high school for a couple of years, played wide receiver and corner, and then after high school, after high school, I started getting kind of into the draft and reading, the draft guides and the magazines and all that type of stuff. So around 2000, 2001, yeah, about 2001, I decided to start watching film and trying to watch film and write reports and stuff on guys and stuff like that. Even though at that time I wasn't super knowledgeable about football as far as the little things you're looking for, as far as scouting and stuff. But I found it was a good way to learn about football and it was interesting. So, and at that time, all 22 film was pretty hard to get a hold of. So a lot of times, you just had to watch TV copies. So that's what I watched. So like I said, at that time I started to watch, TV copies, and so I decided to start writing online, and I met some people on a message forum. Some of you may know or may have heard of KFFL. It's not around anymore. It's been a while since it's been around. That's where I met some people and started getting connected with people and deciding to, or how I was going to do this, write reports and get them uploaded to the internet and all that stuff. So a friend of mine we started a scouting website, draft website. And it was around for a few months. We had some reports on there, some big boards, some mock drafts, that stuff. But then we were approached by Draft Blitz, which is or was run by Matt Miller before he got into Bleacher Report. It was when he was basically like a nobody. Nobody really knew him too much. A few people here and there knew him, but he wasn't that well known. He wasn't, obviously on TV or anything like that. So we joined Draft Blitz with him, and we worked with them for a little while. And I had kind of a falling out with the owner, Draft Blitz. He was kind of a jerk, and sorry, I'm saying too many times. And so at that time, I had some other personal stuff going on, so I stopped writing reports. And so I still watched the draft. I still read the magazines and the draft guides and all that stuff, but I didn't, write up reports. And that went on for a good few years, where I was just reading the guides, watching the draft. I kind of watched film for myself. I'd watch games on TV and stuff like that, and find guys that I liked for the Packers. And so then that went on for a few years, like I said, and cut forward to about 2019, I would say. I had Twitter. I had a Twitter account. I had been on Twitter, but I was mostly like a ghost on there, you could say, where I wasn't really interacting with people too much on there. I mostly just kind of followed Packer reporters and stuff like that, just to keep on top of the news, that type of stuff. I didn't really, like I said, I didn't really tweet much. I didn't really interact much. I mostly just follow people and just would scroll basically, and you look through the news and that stuff. Didn't really do much other than that. And like I said, so I had started writing my reports and keeping stuff for myself. I wasn't really producing anything, putting it on the internet, but it was more stuff I was keeping for myself, where I was following the Packers and compiling my database, and for guys who fit the Packers, their thresholds and stuff like that. I've been keeping that stuff for myself. Then around maybe 2020 or something like that, in the pandemic, I decided to start kind of getting out there more and putting it out there. And so that's how, and then I putting my stuff out there, and of course, getting into some Twitter debates, of course, with people who didn't subscribe to my theory, I guess you could say, about the Packers having athletic thresholds. Even plenty of Packers content creators are like, "Oh no, it's just coincidence," which by now they all kind of agree that it's all there, all the data is there, even though I try to show them the data. But anyway, with that being said, I started putting stuff out there on the internet, started writing reports, articles, and stuff like that on a couple of websites. And then I got in contact with Al from Cheesehead TV, and then he put me onto the draft guide team, putting reports for the website, and also then eventually about 2 years ago writing for the actual draft guide itself. And then of course I got my actual database that I was keeping of Packers players, draft picks, that fit the Packers athletic thresholds. I've been keeping that, and I've been putting that out there in the public lately, last couple of years. And of course my regular draft database, which is just for players in general, all draft prospects, not Packers specific. And that pretty much catches up to now, where, like I said, I've been doing the Cheesehead TV draft guide. I wrote an article for it last year as far as guys that wouldn't be Packers, and of course the Packers didn't take any of them. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And so any other questions you guys have, of course, you guys can always hit me up on social media, Twitter at bmoffi, or you can leave comments on here. Any other questions you have about the Packers or their athletic thresholds, or anything about any general questions about myself, that's fine. Just hit me up on here or there. I'm on Threads. I'm on Threads at bmoffi, I believe, and I'm also on Blue Sky. So just hit me up on any of those, or on the website, on Twitter, on YouTube here. All right, and I think that's pretty much covers it. I'll see you guys on probably next week. I'm recording this before the game, so obviously don't know what the score is, but hopefully they win. And but this will be posted after the game. And yeah, I think that's it. And have a good one, and go Pack Go.